they were like, I'm like, where is she? She's passing really well now. So I think they calmed down and we got a little tighter, but I thought they did a really nice job.
After they got the momentum, how were you guys able to grab it back and close out this victory?
I don't feel like we ever got the momentum back. I think the third game we had a little bit, but the fourth game they went back and kind of controlled the momentum a little bit. I think we started doing some different things. We started running our outsides where our middle was working, and they pretty much, you know, did a great adjustment on that. They started serving a little tougher and blocking a little better. So we had to adjust as they adjusted, and we started, our outsides kind of came through for us with some pipes and some fours. So that's kind of our fit. We were trying to focus on a little bit of blocking, and I think that at the end, I think we were blocking pretty well.
Yeah, as a number 2 seed, I mean, you got to expect opponents to really get up for you, and it looked like San Marcos really got up for you after the first game.
They're a good team with a lot of different options, and I thought they kept spreading it around. They didn't get too consistently into one thing, so I think we've seen a lot of teams that we figure out what they're doing. Okay, they're going to her, but we can just kind of kick back, not worry about everybody else. But even at the end, I was like, okay, they're not going to set her again. And they went back to her. So they do a nice job of dispersing it. We haven't seen such a great job with that. And I definitely think we're not used to a crowd at all. They were a great crowd, wonderful crowd, but it definitely got to some of our players.
You think it'll help you maybe later on in the playoffs having had this experience?
Yeah, except for these guys were pretty respectful and nice and cheering. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they, you know, cheered like they did. But it's got to help us. You know, everything, their heart, the whole thing, it's got to help us. It's a great match for us to play tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Number 2 seed, and you really pushed them.
We did. You know, we went into the game knowing it was going to be a challenge, but you know, sometimes that's almost easier to play. And I think that we left it on the court, and you know, we had great moments, and they played their hearts out tonight, and that I can't as a coach can't ask for anything else. You know, just the way it is. They're a really good team, and they've been in the playoffs numerous times.
Yeah. And
you know, sometimes you come up against good teams, and you know, you just fall a little bit short, and you know, it could have gone either way at the end of that game. So,
what do you think about your young girls getting this experience, knowing that they can play at this level and push a team like this?
Oh, it's great. You know, we had some tears from young girls and from old girls, and I think the experience and just the you know, you can't teach the experience, so for them to be here and they're going to remember it in the crowd, and you know, it's one of those things, you know, you just can't, it's an experience that they'll never forget, and that it's only going to make us better just by losing. Same thing in the TOC, we lost those games, you know, we didn't play well, but this time we played well, and you know, it's only going to make us better for next year, and you know, specifically individually, those girls I mean, Chloe went in and was fearless, like, you know, she had great moments, and then she also had freshman moments, so it's, you know, those are the kinds of things that you're going to even out and learn from.
What changed after the first game? I mean, with you guys a little tight, you know, they were serving tough, and then you seem to be able to make, what adjustments did you make after the first set?
I think we concentrated a lot about our passing. You know, when we pass well, we're a pretty darn good team. When our passing breaks down a little bit, they kind of freak. And I think they have done, the last 2 games specifically, have done a good job of just bouncing back and really just mentally, you know, really thinking about their passing and what we want them to do. And then they don't think about the whole, oh my God, I just gave up 4 points in a row. You know, they just take, you know, 1 point at a time. And
was there anything about their serving up? Is this one of the tougher serving teams you faced?
Yeah. I mean, that was, I think, the first like jump serve, top spin serve that we've seen. We see a lot of jump floats, but not a lot of top spin serves. So, and they, you know, put a lot of pressure on the whole entire court. You know, we see a lot of tough serves, but they're more necessarily in the middle of the court. But they use the whole entire court. So our passes were really having to work really hard. So. they serve tough.
Their coach is saying that you guys really spread the ball around well and kind of challenged them in a way that they hadn't been challenged a lot because they didn't know what to key on. Kind of talk about how your team spread the ball around.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, we have so many weapons that Andy does a really good job of making sure everybody's involved, and I think she's learning still, especially towards the end of the game, when to set and who to set when. I think that's a big thing for her, and I think she learned that a lot this year. She made some bad decisions, I think, but she made also some great decisions in key times and maybe in the middle of the game. So she does a good job, and you know, we have a lot of weapons. Katie, Kristen, Emily, Chloe, Stasi when she's in the front row. You know, we have a lot of weapons, and for us to be able to use those, it's only, I mean, like she said, it's going to be hard to defend. So yeah, it's good.
Well, it looks like volleyball, high-level volleyball is back at San Marcos. You have to,
yes,
the future's bright.
And you know, the school spirit is like huge. You know, for the school, for them, you know, for the parents, it's just great for our program in general, just to, you know, be back into, you know, Channel League and working hard, and you know, the success will come eventually. And as long as they still buy into what we're teaching, and they're working hard, then you know, they're going to get what they deserve eventually. Maybe not this year, but soon.
Thanks, Erica.